Today, we're diving deep into something absolutely incredible. The foods that actually help repair your DNA. Yes, your DNA, the instruction manual inside every one of your cells. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Repair my DNA? That sounds like science fiction, but it's not. Your body is a remarkable self-healing machine, and your DNA is under constant attack from things like pollution, UV radiation, and even just normal metabolic processes. Every single day, your cells experience thousands of DNA lesions. But here's the amazing part. Your body has sophisticated repair crews working around the clock to fix that damage. And what you eat can either give those crews the tools they need to succeed or leave them short-handed. This is where the science gets really exciting, and that's what we're all about here. I'm a nurse. I break down the science so it actually makes sense. And every study I'm about to show you is peer-reviewed, real science, no hype. Just the best research on how food fuels your body's own repair mechanisms. We're going to look at human clinical trials and mechanistic studies that reveal exactly how specific nutrients interact with our genetic code. We'll explore how the right foods can literally turn on your body's best defense systems, helping to maintain the integrity of your DNA, which is fundamental to long-term health and healthy aging. So let's reframe how we think about our meals. Food doesn't just give you calories. Food gives your body signals. It's a form of biological information. Plant pigments, omega-3 fats, amino acids, they all communicate with your DNA through pathways that manage oxidative stress, antioxidant production, and DNA repair enzymes. These compounds act like managers, telling your cellular machinery to ramp up its protective functions. They don't magically patch up your DNA themselves. They empower your body to do the job it was designed for, but better. Today, we're unlocking 5 categories of foods that are scientifically proven to do just that. Let's get into it. Let's start with some of the most beautiful foods on the planet. Anthocyanin-rich fruits. Blueberries, blackberries, cherries, and elderberries. Those deep purple, blue, and red colors are more than just eye-catching. That vibrant color signals the presence of anthocyanins, powerful plant pigments. Anthocyanins are a type of flavonoid, and they do much more than look pretty. In nature, they protect plants from stressors like UV radiation. When we eat them, they help protect our cells too. The biggest threat to our DNA is oxidative stress. Think of it as cellular rust. Free radicals are unstable molecules that damage our cells and DNA. Anthocyanins neutralize these free radicals, acting as natural defenders. They stabilize free radicals before they can harm your DNA. This is their first line of defense, preventing damage before it starts. It's a proactive approach to genetic health, powered by the pigments in your fruit bowl. A 2013 study found that a blueberry and apple drink significantly reduced oxidative DNA damage in participants. Researchers saw a clear protective effect in blood markers. Anthocyanins also signal your cells to boost their own antioxidant defenses. The most important of these is glutathione, often called the master antioxidant. Glutathione protects every cell from oxidative damage. By boosting glutathione, anthocyanins upgrade your body's entire defense system. This dual action, direct antioxidant and cellular signaling, makes these fruits so powerful. So every time you eat a handful of berries, you're not just enjoying a sweet treat. You're sending a message to your cells to fortify their defenses. Whether in a smoothie, on oatmeal, or as a snack, anthocyanin-rich fruits are a delicious way to support your body's genetic health. It's a simple choice with profound science-backed benefits for your long-term health. Next, we're zoning in on a single, humble fruit that has some surprisingly powerful and well-documented effects on our DNA, the kiwi. This fuzzy green fruit is often celebrated for its high vitamin C content, but its benefits for our genetic health go far beyond that. The research on kiwi is particularly compelling because scientists have been able to measure its effects directly in human cells, giving us a clear picture of what's happening on a molecular level when we eat it. It's a fantastic example of how a whole food with its complex synergy of nutrients can have a profound impact. A landmark study published in the journal Carcinogenesis conducted a really elegant experiment. They had healthy volunteers add just 1 kiwi fruit to their daily diet for a period of 3 weeks. It's a small change, right? But the results were significant. Before and after the intervention, the researchers took blood samples and isolated the participants' white blood cells or lymphocytes. They then intentionally exposed these cells to oxidative stress in a petri dish to see how well they could resist and repair DNA damage. What they found was remarkable. The cells from participants who had been eating kiwi daily showed a significant reduction in endogenous DNA damage. This means that even before the external stressor was added, their DNA was already in better shape, with fewer spontaneous breaks and lesions. This points to the protective antioxidant effects of the compounds within the kiwi working in the background, constantly helping to maintain the integrity of the genome. It's like having a 24/7 security detail for your DNA. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The study didn't just measure resistance to damage, it measured the capacity for repair. After exposing the cells to a dose of hydrogen peroxide, a potent free radical generator, they watched how quickly the cells could fix the resulting DNA strand breaks. The cells from the kiwi eating group showed a significantly enhanced rate of DNA repair. Their cellular repair crews were working faster and more efficiently, patching up the damage more effectively than the baseline cells. This tells us that kiwi doesn't just provide an antioxidant shield, it actually stimulates the machinery of DNA repair itself. The researchers believe this is due to the unique combination of antioxidants in kiwi, including vitamin C, vitamin E, and various polyphenols, all working together. These compounds appear to boost the activity of key DNA repair enzymes, like OGG1, which is responsible for excising oxidized bases from the DNA strand, a critical first step in the repair process. So, what does this mean for you? It means that incorporating something as simple as a daily kiwi could be a powerful strategy for enhancing your cellular resilience. The science shows a two-pronged benefit. First, reducing the amount of damage that occurs in the first place, and second, speeding up the repair of any damage that does get through. It's a beautiful demonstration of how whole foods provide a complex toolkit that supports our body's health systems in multiple ways. And the best part is, it's accessible, affordable, and delicious. Let's move on to another class of powerful pigments, carotenoids. These are the compounds that give fruits and vegetables their brilliant yellow, orange, and red hues. Think carrots, sweet potatoes, bell peppers, and, most famously, tomatoes. Just like anthocyanins, these pigments serve to protect the plant, and when we consume them, they extend that protection to us. The most well-known carotenoid is beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A. But there are actually hundreds of others, like lycopene, lutein, and zeaxanthin, each with unique health-promoting properties. Carotenoids are potent antioxidants, and their primary role in protecting our DNA is by quenching free radicals, particularly in lipid-rich environments like cell membranes. By neutralizing these damaging molecules, they prevent them from reaching the cell's nucleus and wreaking havoc on our genetic material. Think of them as sunglasses for your cells, filtering out the harmful effects of oxidative stress before they can cause a problem. This preventative action is a crucial first step in maintaining long-term genomic stability. A fascinating review in the European Journal of Nutrition looked at multiple human intervention studies and found a consistent theme. Increased intake of carotenoid-rich foods or supplements was associated with a decrease in markers of oxidative DNA damage. For example, one study they highlighted showed that supplementing the diet with tomato paste, which is incredibly rich in the carotenoid lycopene, led to a significant increase in the resistance of white blood cells to DNA damage. The lycopene was essentially absorbed into the cells, creating a protective reservoir. Lycopene, the carotenoid that makes tomatoes and watermelon red, deserves a special mention. It's one of the most powerful antioxidants of all the carotenoids. Research has shown it to be particularly effective at shielding DNA from specific types of damage. For instance, a study in the British Journal of Nutrition found that lycopene supplementation helped protect people against DNA damage induced by mycotoxins, which are harmful compounds produced by molds that can contaminate food. This shows a targeted protective effect against a specific environmental threat. But the story, once again, is not just about passive defense. There is growing evidence that carotenoids can also influence DNA repair pathways. Some studies suggest that these compounds can upregulate the expression of genes involved in the DNA repair process. This means they don't just block the damage, they also help ensure that if a lesion does occur, the cellular machinery needed to fix it is ready and waiting. They're not just the security guard at the door, they're also the ones making sure the repair crew's tools are sharp and their truck is fueled up. The key takeaway here is to eat the rainbow, but with a special focus on the reds, oranges, and yellows. The synergy of different carotenoids working together is likely more powerful than any single one in isolation. Cooking tomatoes with a little bit of healthy fat, like olive oil, has been shown to dramatically increase the bioavailability of lycopene, making it easier for your body to absorb. So, a simple tomato sauce, a roasted sweet potato, or a salad with colorful bell peppers isn't just a meal. It's a proactive strategy to arm your cells with the carotenoid protection they need to keep your DNA safe and sound. Now, for a category of vegetables that are true superstars when it comes to cellular health, cruciferous vegetables. This family includes broccoli, cauliflower, kale, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and bok choy. They have a distinct, slightly bitter flavor, which comes from the very compounds that make them so good for us. Glucosinolates. When we chop, chew, or digest these vegetables, an enzyme called myrosinase converts these glucosinolates into biologically active compounds, most notably sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is a powerhouse molecule that has been studied extensively for its ability to protect our DNA. Sulforaphane works differently from the direct antioxidants we've discussed so far. It's not about donating a single electron to one free radical. Instead, sulforaphane acts as a genetic switch. It flips on a master regulator in our cells known as NRF2. Think of NRF2 as the general of your cell's defense army. When sulforaphane activates NRF2, it triggers the production of a whole cascade of over 200 protective genes, including a wide array of powerful antioxidant and detoxification enzymes. It's a classic example of food as information. Sulforaphane tells your DNA to build a stronger defense system. The research backing this up is incredibly strong. A compelling human clinical trial published in Cancer Prevention Research looked at smokers, a group known to have high levels of oxidative stress and DNA damage. For 10 days, one group of smokers ate 250 grams of broccoli per day, while the control group maintained their normal diet. The results were astounding. The broccoli eating group experienced a 41% reduction in DNA strand breaks in their blood cells compared to the control group. This is a massive effect from just 10 days of eating broccoli. What's more, the researchers found that the broccoli consumption led to an increase in the activity of DNA repair enzymes. This confirms the dual benefit we've seen with other foods. Cruciferous vegetables not only reduce the burden of damage by ramping up antioxidant defenses, but they also enhance the body's ability to repair the damage that inevitably occurs. They help you take fewer hits, and they help you get back up faster when you do. This effect has been shown not just in smokers, but in healthy individuals as well, demonstrating a universal protective mechanism. The benefits aren't just from broccoli either. All cruciferous vegetables contain these precursor compounds. Eating a variety is key. Lightly steaming or stir-frying them can help preserve the myrosinase enzyme and maximize the production of sulforaphane. In fact, broccoli sprouts are one of the most concentrated sources of sulforaphane you can find, containing up to 100 times more than mature broccoli. Adding a small amount to a salad or smoothie can give you a potent dose of this DNA protective compound. So, the message is clear. Make room on your plate for these detoxification powerhouses. Whether it's roasted Brussels sprouts, sprouts, a kale salad, or some steamed broccoli with your dinner, you are consuming compounds that directly communicate with your genes. You're telling your body to turn on its most powerful protective pathways, reducing oxidative stress and enhancing the repair of your precious genetic code. It's one of the most effective strategies we know of for building cellular resilience through diet. Finally, let's talk about the essential building blocks and protectors, healthy fats and amino acids. Specifically, we're focusing on omega-3 fatty acids found in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, and specific amino acids like taurine, which is abundant in shellfish. These nutrients play a foundational role in cellular health, protecting our DNA in ways that are distinct from the plant-based compounds we've discussed. They are integral to the structure of our cells and the function of our most critical antioxidant systems. Omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, are famous for their anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic inflammation is a major source of oxidative stress, which, as we know, damages DNA. By helping to resolve inflammation, omega-3s create a less hostile environment for our cells, but their benefits are even more direct. Omega-3s become incorporated into our cell membranes, making them more fluid and stable. This structural integrity helps protect the cell and its nucleus from external attacks. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition provided a group of older adults with omega-3 supplements and measured the effects on their DNA. They found that supplementation not only reduced markers of oxidative stress, but also slowed the rate of telomere shortening. Telomeres are the protective caps at the ends of our chromosomes, and their shortening is a hallmark of aging. By helping to preserve telomere length, omega-3s are directly contributing to the long-term health and stability of our DNA. Now, let's turn to amino acids, the building blocks of protein. Certain amino acids have powerful, direct protective effects. Taurine, for example, is a sulfur-containing amino acid found in high concentrations in the brain, heart, and notably in seafood, like oysters and scallops. Taurine is a potent antioxidant in its own right and is crucial for stabilizing cell membranes and regulating cellular calcium levels, both of which are important for preventing DNA damage. It also plays a key role in regenerating glutathione, our master antioxidant. Oyster extract, which is rich in both taurine and zinc, has been studied for its DNA protective effects. Zinc is a critical cofactor for dozens of enzymes, including some involved in antioxidant defense and DNA repair. A study in food and chemical toxicology showed that oyster extract could protect human blood vessel cells from DNA damage caused by oxidative stress. It worked by boosting levels of, you guessed it, glutathione, showcasing the synergy between amino acids and minerals in protecting our genetic code. These findings highlight the importance of a well-rounded diet that includes not just vibrant plants, but also high-quality sources of fats and proteins. These nutrients provide the fundamental raw materials your body needs for structure, function, and repair. The omega-3s from fatty fish help maintain the integrity of every cell membrane, while amino acids like taurine and minerals like zinc from shellfish provide the essential components for your body's most powerful antioxidant and repair systems. They are the nuts and bolts that hold the entire cellular defense system together. So, what's the big picture here? Your DNA is not a fixed destiny. It's constantly being damaged and constantly being repaired. Every single day, your lifestyle choices influence this delicate balance. What you eat can either accelerate that damage through inflammation and oxidative stress, or it can provide the essential information and tools your repair systems need to work better than ever. The science is clear. The pigments in berries, the unique compounds in kiwi, the carotenoids in tomatoes, the sulforaphane in broccoli, and the omega-3s in fish all play an active, measurable role in protecting and repairing your genetic blueprint. This is incredibly empowering. It means you have a degree of control over your long-term health at the most fundamental level. You can make conscious choices every single day to support your body's innate resilience. It's not about perfection. It's about intention. cooking. It's about adding more of these protective foods to your plate, one meal at a time. Each colorful, nutrient-dense meal is a deposit into your cellular health bank account, helping to safeguard your future well-being. This knowledge transforms eating from a simple necessity into a powerful act of self-care. I hope this has given you a new appreciation for the power of food. If you want more science-backed content like this, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment telling me which DNA repair food you're going to try this week. I love reading your comments and seeing how you're putting this information into practice. Remember, I'm a nurse. I break down the science so you can take control of your health, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay curious and stay well.